the master of horror. Very few people have been given that name. H.P. Lovecraft, John Carpenter, maybe, Clive Barker. But probably the man with the most legitimate claim to the name would be Stephen King. How have we avoided deep fat frying him? Well, that wrong is about to be righted. Maine's own main man, Stephen King, gets deep fat fried.
Hi, everyone. It's your old pal Mickey here with a direct order. I mean, an option that you are strongly encouraged to take advantage of. You will click the link below. You will subscribe to the Pessimist Productions Patreon. I mean, if you wanna, wink wink, there's more content there than, well, you could swing a dead toddler at. Exclusive shows, exclusive streams, hours of exclusive content. Why aren't you clicking? Why aren't you subscribing to the Pessimist Productions Patreon? You're making Mickey sad.
Turned a little red on that.
I feel like I channeled your Kamehameha.
You did.
You said it, and I channeled the energy into the audience. Dude, they are hype right now.
All right, TJ. Really good intro, man. Just make sure you carry that energy the entire way through the show.
Oh, you damn right, Scotty. No fucking problem, bro.
Some energy, TJ.
By the way, TJ, this is it's interesting you pulled this picture of Stephen King because this is how you're supposed to use a banana.
Wow.
You see Stephen King peeling and eating the banana. You see how he's not bent over,
some
keystering
say
it.
Potato, some say potato. Some say you're supposed to eat a banana.
You know what, TJ?
Not I.
And probably because he's a wise investor. I bet you probably invested with Monkey. Probably got a lot of bananas in return.
He probably did.
Poor guy.
Monkeys. Don't even fucking bring Monkey up to me, all right?
Sorry, man.
I don't want to hear about that, motherfucker.
I mean, Monkey does,
Dude, you're
Monkey
sour
does what
grapes
Monkey
with
does.
Monkey. You need to just come to terms, TJ.
I guess I do. I love how he's got like a little jar of honey in the background. Like,
Yeah.
what is that for?
I mean,
'Cause it's
probably
clearly
for his
not-
tea or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he puts it in his tea. I like to just imagine he just sits there and like sucks on the honey thing.
Probably not, because he's got like flipped over on the cap. That just means he's probably a drizzler. You know what I mean?
I like to drizzle honey on my tea.
Probably has a little drizzle of honey on tea or on his morning oatmeal or some shit. And
I was talking to you about this phenomena earlier, Paul, but like Stephen King, he looked like a weird dude when he was younger, and I guess he still looks weird, but he looks less weird as he's old. And I think you were saying something about how it's because everyone that's old looks weird.
Yeah, I mean, getting to a certain level of old makes everybody look pretty like weird. It's very rare to find somebody who ages what they would call gracefully. And so it's like Stephen King's weird looks don't look as weird the older he gets. Because
he is 74 now.
Yeah. I mean, he's old.
He's a tall guy like me, 6'4", pretty impressively tall guy. Born on September 21st, which it was not too long ago.
Dude, I didn't realize he was that tall. I was kind of like imagined that Stephen King was kind of like a middling presence. So I didn't know he actually like loomed over you in the same way that you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell who's tall from like photos or even TV appearances and stuff like that. But yeah, he's a tall guy, 6'4". I mean, he might have shed an inch or two as he's gotten older. But
Sure,
he looks like his
most
posture is
people do,
still pretty good and stuff. So
for an old guy, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen him standing up in a while, so I don't know. But
is that hair real?
Doesn't
or is
fucking
that a
look like
rug?
it, does it?
Yeah.
We might need to delve in a little deeper here.
We might need to zoom in a little deeper, but I'm thinking my initial reaction is that is a rug up there.
It's too straight right here, isn't it?
It looks like his hair.
Look the way it wraps around to his temple too.
Hold on,
his sideburn is in the wrong place. Yeah, that's a rug. It's a rug.
Shit. Like this is like
it's a rug.
I mean, there's a straight line right here that doesn't seem plausible.
Well, look at the sideburn area. It's like coming off of his ear where it shouldn't. Like his sideburn should be right there along the side of his head. They're too far back. Yeah, this is a rug, dude. He's got some kind of like weave thing, probably.
He's got like hair clip for men or some shit.
Well, nowadays, I think the more common thing that they do is and they're actually pretty good. This might be like a particularly bad day, or maybe he needs to go get it freshened up or something. But like, they'll just weave that shit to whatever hair you've got left. If they clean it up properly, it looks pretty fucking real. But I'm thinking this is a rug, dude.
Well, dude, that's Stephen King a month ago.
Yeah, I want to. That's why I want to see him in motion recently because I feel like it's hard to judge from a photo. It could just be an unflattering photo that has a weird angle. Let's take a look in motion here.
This is a bad fucking camera, though.
It is a bad camera, but it's recent.
And we can't hear him either.
I turned up the volume because I just want to look at his hair.
He's got it feathered better in the front, so that line you were talking about is less apparent.
The line is like more hidden.
I see no reason to believe, from what I'm looking at here, that we're not looking at a rug.
Hair club for men. Yeah. I don't see. Yeah, I mean, he's 74. Look, like this guy here, other guy he's talking to, has like more of an actual natural
he's got like
old man
male
hairline.
Pattern baldness with he's trying to do the
Where
attempted
the fuck
comb.
is he? He's like impossible to see. Maybe.
Well, I mean, they're very wisely not showing much of him, but yeah.
There we go. See, like Stephen King. What you're talking about is like Stephen King probably has this same exact thing going on, but he's like grafted a bunch of fake hair onto that to thicken it up, make it look like he's still got a full head of hair.
Maybe he did the hair transplants route. He got that's why maybe it looks a little strange too.
He gets it in this cool like black and gray pattern too to make him look more spooky. You know what I mean?
I'm a spooky boy.
It's a rug.
So, his father, Donald Edwin King, was a seaman.
What was his mother?
She was a housewife.
She was a shaman.
But King's father abandoned the family when Stephen was just 2 years old.
What a piece of shit. What a dumb idea, too. What a fucking stupid choice.
It's like, my child, this little piece of shit won't amount to nothing. I'm leaving. Oops. But then again, maybe if Stephen King's daddy had stayed, Stephen never would have fucking become the horror writer that he was.
True.
So, you know, maybe the daddy issues were part of what needed to happen. So Stephen King never really had much of a relationship with his daddy. With no one to support the family, Nellie, Stephen, and David, which is Stephen's older brother, moved from place to place, living with relatives across the country. In only a few years, Stephen had lived in Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. So this family was basically, once the breadwinner was gone, they just bounced around from place to place looking for some kind of fucking arrangement.
Well, the life he had, I mean, undoubtedly, if he had a more stable life, I mean, I think that's a really strong question is whether he ever would have ended up in the path he did. Because, I mean, look, early on in his life, getting a lot of different experiences with a lot of different people, which is very formative, especially these very formative years of his life.
So when Stephen turned about 11, his family moved back to Maine, to Durham, so that Nellie, his mother, could take care of her parents until their deaths. Apparently they were getting quite old and infirm and stuff, and she had to go take care of them. Nellie became a caretaker for the mentally retarded. Well, not really the fucking term I guess we use anymore, but whatever. Yeah. After the deaths of her parents, basically in order to pay those bills. She became like a caretaker for like, you know, mentally handicapped people or whatever the fuck. So King attended Durham Elementary School. He already looks like Stephen King, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And not all celebrities look like themselves when they're kids, but he already, I would know who this is.
And just looking at this, I know why every Stephen King story has a pathologically evil bully in it.
Yes. Right?
I just don't even have to.
Fucking pure evil bully fucking
I mean,
with no redeeming character traits did the horrible stuff he did.
I mean, he was going to school in the 1950s. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
He was getting fucked on every day.
For sure. Yeah.
So he went to Durham Elementary School, graduated from Lisbon Falls High School in 1966. So he began writing for fun while in school. He was highly interested in EC horror comics, including Tales from the Crypt. He also sold original stories to his classmates based on movies he had watched. He was forced to return profits after his... Why? Wait, why was he forced to return... I wrote this story. I want to pay you for that. Nope. That's a scam. Wrong, Steven. Showing fucking ingenuity and drive. Punished. King studied at the University of Maine from 1966 to 1970, earning a Bachelor's of the Arts degree in English. He worked many jobs to pay for his schooling, including working as a janitor, gas station attendant, and laundromat worker. So not born from a privileged place. Quite the opposite. Came up in really pretty close to abject fucking destitution, you know, with his mom struggling to pay bills, and the only way he's able to get an education is by doing like the stereotypical working 3 jobs kind of shit.
Truly the humble origin story for sure. I mean, it wasn't someone that came from any privilege. I mean, probably, like you said, lower than average.
Mm-hmm. Not from a happy place. So Steven, love this mustache.
Dude, he looked way better with the mustache. He should have kept
the mustache, bro. What the fuck?
Very 70s, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would have served him well.
It should have become his signature thing.
That next what if, Paul's got to be like, what if Stephen King had kept his mustache? King attended. Oh, I already read that part. So he met his wife, Tabitha Spruce, now Tabitha King, I guess, at the university's library during a workshop. They wed in 1971, have never separated. So they've been together for long ass time.
Forever.
71 to 2021.
50 years.
Fuck.
Forever, dude. That's like the fucking platinum anniversary or some shit.
Yeah, that's crazy shit. They went on to have 3 children together. Joe Hill King, who is also a writer, doesn't write under the King name, though, writes under the Joe Hill name. Owen King, who I think also writes, and Naomi King, who I'm not sure about. But she very well might be a writer as well, because when your dad's Stephen King, you kind of got the golden ticket, right?
Right.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
The fuck is this? It's worth noting that it is speculated that Stephen King had an affair with Whoopi Goldberg in the early to mid 90s, around the same time Whoopi was dating Ted Danson. So I guess there was the rumor mill. So maybe 50 years, not all super, maybe there was a little bit of getting a little Whoopi on the side,
I need to know who cucked who, dude. Who cucked who? Who cucked you? Who cucked you, dude?
Between Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg. Ted Danson to Stephen King?
Yeah, dude. Did Stephen King cuck Danson, or did Danson cuck King?
Well, considering that Ted and Whoopi were in that relationship, I mean, they're publicly together, so Stephen King cucked Ted Danson in that case.
Imagine
if it's true, but it's just a rumor, so
dude, it's true. He gorilla dicked it, dude.
You know how I know it's true? Because who would make it up? You know what I mean? Like,
fucking Stephen King steals women from people. He's a dick.
It's too fucking.
Wait a minute. What?
Whoopi Goldberg. Like, if you're gonna make up a lie, would you ever You would never make up the lie that Stephen King and Whoopi Goldberg had an affair, because people wouldn't believe it.
You also wouldn't make up that Stephen King beat you. Like, who beat you? Was it like some Don Juan-esque figure? Like, no, Stephen King.
Stephen King.
I mean,
fucking Whoopi.
Rich as fuck, but not a looker.
He did
Getting
it.
Whoopi from Whoopi.
He tagged it. Maybe he had like a total like rivalry with Ted Danson we didn't know about,
Yeah. It wasn't even, he didn't even give a fuck about
King,
Whoopi.
you're not the king of shit. Let's be the king of that pussy, baby.
Hey, Ted Danson, remember who's king of this Whoopi, bitch? Anyway.
How taste my PP, Danson. Oh, shit.
After graduating college, Stephen had held a certificate to teach high school. Wow, what a fucking worthwhile career.
Sounds like a dream.
He could not find a job, though.
Thank
He
goodness.
supplemented his income by selling short stories to men's magazines such as Cavalier for peanuts. Life was not going too well for King. He was even arrested for stealing traffic cones. He stole several traffic cones after he was angered that one of them damaged his muffler. Eventually, he got a job teaching at Hamden Academy in Hamden, Maine. While he was a teacher, he, of course, continued to write because he's like, well, teachers don't get paid shit. So I think I'll keep doing this writing thing on the side.
He didn't immediately give up on his dreams and settle in for a life of horrible work that he hated.
Yeah, plebs, it's time to go. We don't want you here no more. Paul and TJ, Scotty too. They're so fucking